Hey guys, I wanted to talk about Sassafrass, Cypress and Indigo by Ntozake Shange, and I really love this novel. This novel is centered on three girls, which are Sassafrass, Cypress and Indigo. They're each sisters, and the story is really talking about each sister and their journey. We first get introduced to Indigo, who is the youngest. And I'm just gonna go through each. Like Sassafrass, she's the oldest. She's into like weaving, and that's like her skill. And Cypress is the dancer of the family. We learn a lot. They all express themselves through the spirits and through their ancestors, through their gifts. And Indigo is the youngest, who is most connected to her ancestors and the people coming from her past, and she connects through the spirit through music. And we just go through each of their journeys as them going through life and the different paths that each of them are in, and their how they deal with relationships and love and just different things going on in life. With relationships, there's a lot about abuse in relationships. It talks about sexuality in this book, about the African diaspora, about connecting to your ancestors and what that means. There's also discussions on the Yoruba culture and religion in this book. And this book also interweaves a lot of poetics, which Ntozake Shange is very known for. Very poetic language. There's also recipes in this book. Like, for example, there's like little recipes in this book which really relate to what the girls are going to, so you really have to read into those to understand like what they're going through and stuff like that. There's poetics, there's so much interwoven in this book, music and there's also letters in between each of the girl sections, because there are certain parts of the book, like in the beginning we learn a little bit more with Indigo, and then as the story goes along, I feel like we get more of Sassafrass and Cypress's stories, as they're both in different areas of the world. Like one of them is in California, one of them is in the opposite side, and you get to see each of their journeys, and it's only towards the end where we get to hear a little bit more of Indigo as well, as like what she's doing professionally, and how she's going through her life and what's happening. And in between those sections, you receive letters from their mother, who, it's just letters, her sending letters to her daughters, wondering like what's going on in their lives, sending little bits of wisdom towards their way. And it's just really wonderful to hear the mom and her letters and her perspectives and her language. It's just great. And you hear all that wisdom that she tries to instill with her daughters in terms of what each of them are going through. It's such a great novel. It's also her first, Ntozake Shange, her first book. I know a lot of people really know her from For Colored Girls, which I feel like most of us have read, which is great. It's a play, it's beautiful, but I don't think people talk enough about her other work. So I definitely recommend picking this book up. It's so amazing. I love it. It's like one of my favorite things I've read this year. So definitely pick it up, and also let me know like what else, if you read anything else from Ntozake Shange, like what else do you recommend? What are your thoughts on her work? Or if you've read Sassafrass, Cypress and Indigo, what are your thoughts on it? So yeah, let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.